now. In this video, this is not the average video you'd probably be expecting, cause I'm in Fish and I haven't played the game in a while, and I mean in a really long time. And this is because the game has been in some insane drama recently. Now, in this video, I'll just be talking about the current situation that Fish is in right now. Now, starting off with how it all started. Now, it all started with the game actually beginning to exist. Fish was made by a group of developers called Fishing, which included a bunch of developers, well, of course, and those developers made the game that we play today, except part of it they didn't actually. Part of it was a completely different part, a completely different thing compared to what normal people would think of Fish. And it all begins with the addition of the shop. The shop is a place where you can buy cosmetics. Originally, it had some normal things like game passes, buying credits. I mean, that was like not too bad, but yeah, that was just like the casual, like you see in game passes in just about every game you play. So it started off with game passes, which was normal, and they added more game passes, which was also normal because they added game passes on things we actually needed. That's up until two big studios joined in. So a few months back, the owner of the game, I believe his name is Neil, made a post on the Fish Discord server. Now, I don't have Discord, I just saw this from a different YouTuber. Anyways, the owner of the game made a post on the Fish Discord server saying that they've not really sold the game. They've more or less given two big studios a tad bit of the game. Like, not to the point where they like do everything. The owner still has ownership of the game. Like, he can just kick out two big studios whenever he wants. But two big can also do some decisions. Anyways, what two big studios did? Let's first look at what two big studios has done before it went to Fish. All you need to know, it has partial ownership of Blade Ball. And if you know anything about Blade Ball, it is unbelievably pay to win. And I don't even really need to explain myself here. Like, you can go check it out yourself, but there is not one thing that's not pay to win in Blade Ball. And yes, I do know recently they've also gone and grow a garden, which that's not as bad. Anyways, the shop, it used to have some normal stuff like game passes, even some like custom bobbers for players that felt fancy. There were more or less just stuff that didn't really make that big of a difference. They were just cosmetics that others can buy. Now, with the addition of those cosmetics, Dubig came in and did something that's just insane, honestly. And you can see right here, 64x server luck for an hour, 800 Robux. And it also comes with 25 golden tentacles. Now, from the start, they did also have the server luck multipliers going, but it was raised to 8x luck being the max, but 64x server luck. I don't think you know just how big that is. That is 8 times more than 8x server luck, and it doesn't even really work that much, because if it did, it would just be borderline unplayable for free-to-play players. Now there's also just custom boats that aren't really that expensive, honestly. They're not that expensive. I mean, for what they are, they're not that expensive. Then I don't really need to explain myself here. 3 different rod skins. And if you didn't notice before, a couple of months back, they made the rod skin for the Heavens rod, the rod I'm using right now, which turned it into a completely different rod. So basically, just giving you a whole new rod with a whole new passive, but just keeping the other passive from a different rod. Now, with that, they've also done that before, multiple times. Like, for example, in the Northern Expedition update, you could buy the Frost Warden rod, which of course I didn't, because I'm not a pay-to-win player. Now, I'm sure you're probably saying, well, Gametopia, how do people afford all these items? It's more or less only the big YouTubers that spend an unbelievably high amount of Robux making their videos, and I can name a few right now. Noodle Blocks, Bax, Uno2. If you know anything about these 3 YouTubers, and you know that they have one thing in common: they spend an unbelievably high amount of Robux for their videos. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I don't really care. But the thing that really makes me annoyed about this is that you can get stuff like 1000x server luck, and I'm not kidding. And you can check a few videos, and some YouTubers have actually done it. Now we go to the part of how did fish deal with the backlash. Well, if you're gonna have that many stuff for Robux, you're bound to get backlash. And what they did to deal with that backlash was they just added more and more and even more rod skins and other cosmetics that also made a difference. The phrase "made a difference" is the phrase that you'll be hearing a lot, and I mean a lot, in this video. Because that's basically the whole point of this video, is that the game has just basically made stuff that's pay to win. That's not. I mean, they're not even hiding it. I mean, you could straight up buy rods at this point, buy boats, buy rod skins. Now, I'm sure or if you're a free-to-play player, you're probably asking yourself right now, how do I play fish with all this pay-to-win stuff? Well, you just server hop. Simple. Server hop until you find a server with rich players that can afford the unimaginably high prices for these quote-unquote limited stuff. Now, I'm sure you've seen that they've also done some stuff to stop the pay-to-win, at least a little bit. If you go over to Moosewood, you know what? I'm not even gonna explain this one. I'm gonna just show you guys. You would just have to go over to the ship, right? I'm right now at Roslet. Now, I'll get into the boats and stuff like that in a bit. But let me just hop in my boat. Anyways, if you go over to Moosewood, you'll see some stuff that is actually pretty good, considering they're trying to deal with the pay to win stuff happening by Big Studios. If you talk to this guy, he'll give you a mission to he'll give you a quest to have a chance at getting prizes like XP, golden tentacles. I'm not sure what that 20% chance thing is. You can also get exalted relics, and those exalted relics are really hard to get. I believe they're like a 1 in 900. I'm pretty sure. They're meant to be 3 times harder to get than normal enchant relics. And these are a 15% chance. That means, if you do the math, that means that within 7 quests, which I know that sounds like a lot, but if you have like half an hour or like an hour of free time, then you can definitely get that done. If you get like 7 quests done, you have a guaranteed exalted relic. And don't even get me started on the Aurora totem. I know for a fact I just butchered that name. Anyways, if you don't play fish, the Aurora totem costs $500,000. Like in the game. Of course, not in real life. Nobody is that dumb. Anyways, the Aurora totem is something that you can get for $500,000 credits in the game. And the thing that the Aurora totem does is give 6x luck. And that's what we needed. Something to fight off the pay to win stuff. Now, if you go on their page, you'll see that they have another update where you can actually trade with the players. And I'm not talking those scam trades where you give someone a fish and pray that they give you a fish back. No, an actual working trading system. And I'm sure just about every single person has wanted this for the past couple months. And that's not mentioning they're adding pirates, which for a fishing game, that is actually insane. Now, I'm sure you've noticed something by now. And that's that they've switched kilograms to tons for fish that are like really big. Like for example, this translucent big Hyneria that I have. This thing is like massive. No, not talking about that massive. If you're, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Then there's also this guy, or not. Then there's also this little guy, this little fella that looks like an anteater. And not to mention, I'm sure I have more. Let me just look. And let's see. Yep. Heavenly blue whale. This thing right here. This thing weighs, I believe, 200 tons. Do you know how insane that is? That is, I believe, more than 500,000 kilograms. That's not mentioning. I have like a bunch of others, like this shiny hexed mosasaurus, subspace megalodon, subspace ancient megalodon, nuclear big tartaruga, and sparkling crystallized sea dragon, which I got from another person a while back. Anyways, point is, fish has been like going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down when it comes to pay to win and free to play stuff. On one hand, you have this thing, this bait that you can buy for a ridiculously cheap price for how absolutely broken it is. Like, I have some right here because I did some quests, and I don't know if you can see that, but just about every stat that you can have on a bait is more than 30. And I don't know if I'm seeing things or not, but that is broken. That is borderline insane. Now, wait a second. What is going on here? Who is Ren down here? What is Ren doing down here? One second. I need to find something out. What is Ren doing there? Wait. What is Ren doing there? How did he even get there? Wait. No, what is going on, man? You know what? Let's just get on with the third part of this video. How the developers can fight back against the pay-to-win stuff. Now, I've said this once and I'll say it again. They have actually done an effort to fight back against what Do Big Studios is doing by adding a pay-to-win bait as something that you can do as part of a quest. And they even give you exclusive skin crates that you can't buy with Robux. So that's another plus. But another thing that they can do to stop pay to win is just either lower the server luck that you get from these bundles, or just completely scrap the bundle idea as a whole. Because let's be honest, nobody needs 64x server luck unless you're someone who has one too many Robux to spend. My thoughts on this: I think they should just get rid of the server luck first of all, keep the bait and the bolt, and have that for like a smaller price, probably like 600, maybe 650 Robux. And for this one just keep it. Straight up keep it. Like, I'm not even joking. Just keep it. There's no extra server luck, and there's no extra bait. It's just perfect. The only thing that I would probably do is lower the speed. I mean, not to the point where it's slower than the jet ski. I think either make the price of the jet ski higher and make it go quicker, or lower the price of the bundle boat and make it go slower, so that it can fit the speed of the jet ski. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And before I leave, I want to make a big announcement. Like a big announcement. I am gonna be free for a long time, so expect videos every 2 to 3 days. Because I still do want to keep the videos high quality. Because as you know, as you probably know, I like quality over quantity. And if you don't know what that means, it basically means that I like to keep my videos throughout a long time, but make them actually good, instead of making them like every day, but it's just like a 5-minute video. Because me personally, I don't see the fun in that. Anyways, like, subscribe, and I will